And also tell her, don't have my daughter wearing lipstick on TikTok, or don't have her on TikTok at all.
Hey everybody, I just got off the phone with Kim. I told her to stop antagonizing me with this TikTok thing. I said it's never again.
Kanye West didn't just wake up one day and lose his grip. This spiral has been years in the making, and now it's playing out in real time while the world watches his daughter, North West, become something he's always feared: internet content. So before we go deeper into how this all spiraled out of control, make sure you hit like, subscribe, and turn on notifications, because what's playing out here isn't just another viral clip. It's the beginning of something way bigger and way more dangerous than anyone's ready to admit.
Do mental health checks on your friends and your
You
loved
should be
ones.
more busy of your kids, not your friends.
It all exploded after a viral TikTok surfaced, featuring North dressed in a way that felt far from childhood: blue hair, black grills, faux piercings across her nose, lips, and brows, and the kind of outfit you'd expect from a Hot Topic scene queen, not a 1-2-year-old under the brightest spotlight in pop culture. And if that wasn't enough, a 106-carat diamond skull necklace sat around her neck. Yes, the same necklace Kim Kardashian proudly gifted her for Christmas. It didn't take long for the comment section to erupt, and that's when everything started unraveling again. Because for once, the comments were actually on, and everyone had something to say. This isn't what Kanye wanted. That was the very first one. And that single line reignited the fire Kanye's been trying to put out for years. So before we go deeper into this mess, make sure you like and subscribe, because what's unfolding here isn't just a celebrity disagreement. It's a battle over control, image, and what happens when a child is raised by the internet. Kanye has been vocal since day one about keeping North off social media, off TikTok, out of the algorithmic machine that chews up girls like her and spits out fragments of their identity for public consumption. He's ranted, begged, threatened legal action, and even broken down publicly, saying again and again that he doesn't want his daughter online. And now she's not just online, she's trending.
Okay, I'm gonna open it and show you guys.
Why do you talk different?
Why do I talk different for what? When
Your
I
videos.
for my videos, I'm the same human being. I don't talk different. How do I talk different? Guys, do you think I talk different when I'm talking about contour?
She's viral, and people are watching her the same way they watch adult influencers, judging, analyzing, twisting her expressions, mocking her clothes, and projecting fantasies onto her existence. And when she claps back, it only feeds the machine more. North responded to the backlash with a TikTok montage, mocking adults for commenting on her style, and while people called it iconic, it only confirmed the very thing Kanye fears: that she's learning to play the game before she's even old enough to understand its rules. And Kim? She stood by North, replying to one of the critical comments with a calm, "It's okay," defending her daughter's right to express herself. But is that protection or performance? Because at some point, parenting on the internet stops being parenting and starts being branding, and that's exactly the line people feel Kim is crossing. And it's not the first time. This isn't a one-off moment, it's a pattern. Years ago, North was spotted wearing a corset in Rome, and social media lost it. Then came Paris Fashion Week, where she rocked a fake hoop nose ring and looked visibly uncomfortable, as if the cameras were just another part of her day. Then the red carpet in LA.
I like the pearls. I just don't like that it looks like from the dollar store.
We're going for like vintage, authentic, pearly girly.
It's looking like beach.
Where she walked beside Kim and celebrity hairstylist Chris Appleton, unsmiling, distant, her body language screaming what her mouth wouldn't say. And the deeper you look, the more you realize this isn't just fashion or rebellion, it's surveillance. Public exposure layered over curated chaos. A childhood being sculpted in front of the lens, not behind it. And while Kim might argue that North is choosing these looks, these videos, these moments, the question isn't whether North is participating, it's whether she ever had a real alternative. In a household where everything becomes content, silence is the only thing that doesn't go viral. And here's where it gets darker. On New Year's Eve, North was seen hanging out in New York City with a 5-year-old rapper named Baby Exosa, snapping photos in front of Rockefeller Center like it was a casual hangout. Not long after, she was interacting with members of Homicide Gang, a hip-hop duo with lyrical themes far removed from middle school. And suddenly the stakes felt different. This wasn't just about clothes or TikTok. This was about the space North was entering, the circles she was being allowed to orbit. Grown artists, adult energy, influence far beyond her years. Reddit lit up. She should be hanging with middle schoolers, not people old enough to be her mom, one user said. And they weren't wrong, because this isn't about a 1-2-year-old liking fashion.
Jared Leto killed it.
Pete Davidson. Hate it.
Hate it. You're going to the Met Gala, Pete, not the gas station.
It's about a 1-2-year-old being groomed not in the sinister way tabloids love to suggest, but in the slower, more invisible way Hollywood and social media do best, through access, attention, and applause. And Kanye, he sees it, or at least he thinks he does. To him, this isn't just Kim letting North have fun, it's Kim letting North be consumed by fashion, by fans, by fame. He's watched it happen to others, Britney, Lindsay, Willow Smith, and he's convinced North is next. That's why every time she posts something provocative, he crashes out online. Because to him, it's not a moment, it's a signal, a warning, a pattern repeating. And whether he's right or wrong, the public can't look away. Because North isn't just Kanye's daughter anymore, she's a cultural mirror. A reflection of what happens when a generation is raised on likes and filters and comment sections that never turn off. And the irony? People blaming Kanye for not being present, while he's on the other side screaming that presence without power is just punishment.
I'm hiding in the guest room, you guys. I'm hiding in the guest room because my kids will not leave me alone.
Hey, that's mean.
That every time he says no more TikTok, he's met with another post, another style, another grown man in North's orbit, another viral clip of her critiquing adults like she's the judge of a runway. Remember the Met Gala moment? Kim was dripping in pearls, head to toe glam, and North turned to her and said she looked like she came from the dollar store. She didn't stop there. She ripped Pete Davidson's look. She clowned Jared Leto. She even said Pete looked like he was headed to a gas station. And while people laughed, reposted, and turned it into a meme, the real question was why a 10-year-old was sitting front row at one of the biggest fashion events in the world, mic'd up, ready to go viral. Who decided that was the lane she needed to be in? Was it Kim? Was it the industry? Or has this entire family been moving toward this since the moment North was born on camera? And then there's the footage no one can forget, North asking Kim on Instagram Live why she talks different on video. The moment was quick, but it exposed everything. "Why do you talk like that?" she asked. And Kim froze. Because kids don't lie. Kids don't perform. Not unless they've been trained to. That single moment told the internet everything they needed to know. North sees the switch. She knows when the cameras are rolling. She knows when her mom becomes Kim Kardashian. And that realization at 10 years old is more disturbing than any outfit, any grill, any TikTok clip could ever be. Because it means she understands that she too might be a character, a brand, a storyline. And in that world, the difference between a childhood and a performance disappears. Kanye's worst nightmare isn't just North being online, it's North learning how to survive online. Because survival means adapting, becoming watchable, selling a version of yourself that fits the platform. And Kanye doesn't want her to adapt. He wants her to opt out, but he can't stop it, and that helplessness is what breaks him. So when he rants about lipstick and piercings, and Kim antagonizing him through TikTok, it might sound dramatic, but under the surface, it's just a father begging the world to stop watching his daughter grow up in public. And maybe that's naive. Maybe it's already too late. But if this is the start of a longer descent, if North ends up following the same path so many other child stars have, then the warning signs were always there. We just chose to treat them like content. So the question becomes this: is Kim truly letting North express herself, or is she giving the internet another show to binge? And is Kanye really spiraling over nothing, or is he the only one screaming while everyone else scrolls in silence? Because what looks like parenting drama on the surface might actually be a custody war for a child's identity. And if we're not careful, the next headline won't be about a TikTok. It'll be about what we all saw coming and did nothing to stop.